Morning, Miguel. Just you
Good
and me
morning.
today until Kirby gets in at noon and Mike gets in at 1 o'clock. And we're gonna start. I want to start doing this with you more in. I want you to start thinking about goals and activities in more of a CAA role, like we're moving you towards, right? Especially because you really only got a couple of stops today anyway, so you're going to be spending a lot of time in the store. Before we get too into that, though, let me back up. And so I've been talking to you guys about this almost every day. Yesterday, we were behind the curve by $3,900 and like $3,950, I think, somewhere around there. Today, we're behind the curve only by $3,695. We're making a lot of headway. We started this late in the month. It's a lot to make up with the time that we have left, but it's a huge indicator that actually doing this the way we're doing it and doing the activities that we're doing and focusing the way that we're focusing is going to be very, very good for us moving forward. Even if we don't hit that this month, we should hit it next month. And we're definitely gonna hit our PIF this month, right? Because as you pointed out, we should tally these up yesterday as we go along. Out of the 33 that we need in 2 weeks, in something like 4 days, we've gotten 11 agreements. Yes. All right. So today, what are we going to do to keep working that forward? What are your behavioral goals for today?
My goals for today is that when I make calls, like in the morning, I try to make calls and I try to, it's after they made a payment, try to ask what else they need in the home. And also with customers that come in today, even if they're just making a payment, I'm trying to sell them something else that they need or ask what else they need in the home.
So you want to take your customer interactions today, whether they're coming in or calling in. A lot of people we're just doing fallout, right? They're going to come for payments. You're saying you want to turn those into sales opportunities. Okay, that's been working really well for us, and it's a good thing to practice doing. What do you want to do? How do you want to try to turn those into sales opportunities? What behavior are you gonna to do?
For example, how you were showing me making like open-end questions, talking to them, showing them what they need, what they want exactly.
Okay, so we'll ask open-ended questions to turn customer interactions into sales opportunities. Good deal. What about an activity goal?
Activity goals, since we're gonna be heading out not so much today, but we're gonna be doing stops today, at least 5 up and 5 down, and also teach Kirby how to do 5 up, 5 down, stuff like that, if she goes with me.
Yeah, and she might. There's not gonna be that many stops, like you said. 5 up, 5 down is kind of standard. You've been doing a little extra of that.
Yeah,
and other days when you have had more stops and been spending more time out of the store, that's been a reasonable activity goal. But for a time when you're spending most of your day in the store, let's think, what do we want to try to do in the store?
Let's see, to be in the store, maybe put more ads around the building, something like that. Or?
Okay. Well, let's, one of the things that you can, if you want, just a suggestion, some things that I think could work for you and could work today. First, I know that you've talked to a couple of customers who didn't finalize the sale, and we've gathered some follow-up information. So I want you following up with those customers, except I know some of them you're planning on following up with later this week.
Right.
But what you could also do, Kirby's been having a lot of success. Let's do this. I've got it. As long as you're comfortable with it and you think it's a good activity. Why don't we'll show you today how to work through the sales call program, and we'll identify at least, let's go with 15, because we're gonna have to kind of filter through 15 customers who don't speak English. 15 Spanish speaking customers, because she's been having a lot of success with the sales calls, but a lot of them don't speak English, and that's some of the people that you've been talking to, or the people she's been calling, and they'll call back and ask for someone to speak Spanish, or you happen to be available at the time she transfers it to you, but you haven't always been here when that's happened. So let's go through, identify some of those customers that we know need someone to speak Spanish, and make 15 sales calls today. Let's do that. Let's say your stop's gonna be kinda a little earlier and a little later. Let's do it when we have a full staff here after Mike gets in at 1 o'clock. let's say between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock,
That's perfect.
you make those 15 calls.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. And now that we're trying to shift gears to where you're working in the store. I want an actual goal from you too, a numbered goal saying how many agreements you're gonna sell today.
Okay.
What do you think?
I wanna start with at least 5.
That is
Start with
a
5.
huge
Is that
goal. It is massive.
Okay, let's try with
So,
2. At least
okay.
2. I'm gonna go down to 2.
That's fine.
Yeah.
More practice and,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah,
and
let's get one.
more time in the store, you'll
I
get a
love-
better understanding of what's a lot and what's a reasonable amount.
Okay.
If everybody in the store got 2 today, that would be an unbelievably successful day.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So a goal for 2 is great,
Alright.
and let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
So-
Perfect.
So to revisit, because we kind of worked through this pretty slow, you're going to use open-ended questions,
And then questions.
turn customer interaction to sales opportunities. Between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock today, you're gonna call at least 15 Spanish-speaking customers and turn that into a sales opportunity. And you're trying to sell at least 2 agreements today.
Yes.
All right,
Awesome.
good deal. For me, personally, my goal today, my behavioral goal is still the same as yours because I'm not there yet. I keep messing up. To ask I'm doing these, and I gotta show you how to do the SRFs today too.
Alright.
Self-reflection forms, don't let me forget.
Okay, yeah, correct.
After you talk to a customer, say, I need to do an SRF form, and I will come help you do it. That was a side note though. In the one that I have been doing, my own SRF forms, I keep berating myself for asking close-ended questions. I keep coming at customers with questions that are like, do you need anything else for your house? The answer to that is no, right? So I really, in my customer interactions, I really wanna focus on turning it with an open-ended question. What else do you need for your home? Or what do you not have in your home today that we could help you with, right? An open-ended question. I'm really needing to retrain my brain
Yeah.
in that category. So that's my behavioral goal. For my activity goal, I'm gonna I've been thinking a lot about what kind of activity goals I wanna get back in the habit of doing. I used to send thank you letters to paid out customers. I'm gonna send 5 of those today. I'm gonna send thank you cards to 5 previous paid in full customers, and I will try to get at least 2 agreements today as well.
Awesome.
All right,
Let's get this.
let's go.